Many Nephilim have stood where you are now, but few succeeded in overcoming the trials.
This will be a good battle. Not yet. Patience. Not ready yet. Patience.
Blessings of the light.
Not ready yet. Not yet. Not ready yet. Not yet. Patience. Not yet. Not ready yet.
Dark Souls Ultimate Edition, English. Pro Souls Ultimate Edition English. Pro Souls Ultimate Edition English.
So, whoever's in chat, I'm gonna tell you right now. I made a hardcore crusader because I'm partying up with someone who's playing hardcore. So, we'll see how this goes.
Pro Souls Ultimate Edition English.
Hello.
You probably didn't hear me, Jim.
No, because it defaulted me to party chat.
Oh, we're at the Halls of Agony 113.
Alright.
You have to run the Act 1 bounty to get you that as an experience. Just take my flag and teleport to.
That's what I'm doing. Hello.
Teleport to me when I say to, okay? There may be times when see how fast my character is?
Yeah.
I mean, you could end up to both. You can end up teleporting.
My faith is rewarded.
Right.
Akarat favors me.
A lot of times you're gonna have
Love it. Blessings of the light.
Okay. Just let me know.
Faith is rewarded.
Just let me know what's going on. Just let me know what to do. And we're good.
Akarat be praised. My faith is rewarded. Yes. Blessings of the light.
Yeah, I know the boss.
Yes!
Go ahead and grab the gem.
Right.
Halls of Agony. Welcome to.
Alright.
It is now.
So what do we do then? You may stay here or go back to town and teleport on you?
You can teleport to me.
Alright. Hello.
Blessings of the light.
Did you end up checking that video I sent you?
No, I have not yet.
So,
Talking to you earlier, and I thought I'd cleared everything, so I died.
yeah, I saw that. You're, yes, trying to fix it, trying to get your shit back. Yeah. So, essentially, as you know by now, I'm blind. Like, completely.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people that a lot of people take for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you don't.
precisely. In fact, I just beat, so of course I have a softcore seasonal crusader as well, and I just did my first ever greater rift. I don't think I beat it in 15 minutes, but I still did the damn thing. So, it's nice. But anyway, so essentially how it works is this. Of course, on console, the audio changes a bit from console to PC. So the text-to-speech, of course, for the main console navigation. But the actual in-game shit, simply play through a headset, and I can determine the direction of myself. So myself, which way I'm going, which way you are heading, like based on your footsteps and your skills you're casting.
No way.
Yeah, and on top of that, I can determine an enemy direction as well, just all through a headset. And then, what?
I know that's under accessibility. It would have to be, but what is that?
What, the sound?
Where you can tell where you're going and stuff.
No, that's not accessibility, that's just the raw sound design of the game. That's not accessibility or anything. It's just the actual game itself, sound design.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so like, if you're using a headset right now?
Akarat favors me.
Because, I was gonna say, if you're using a headset, you can turn up your headset volume and you can hear your character moving left or right, and your enemies left or right and shit.
I was thinking that
Akarat be praised.
you were blind, but not like
Fully.
full blown, you know, blind.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't expect it.
I mean, are you 100% blind?
In terms of the actual gameplay, yes. So I do have light perception in my right eye, but for one thing, the light hurts my eye. So in terms of the actual gaming, I don't see anything of the screen whatsoever. I don't even have my PS4 plugged into a TV. It's just a power cord into a wall and it works fine.
Damn, that's amazing.
Makes it more portable, I'll say that.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
20, I'll be 21 in November. And so,
Wow, you sound a little older.
yeah, a lot of people think I'm, you know, late 20s or early 30s.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 32.
Nice.
So, were you born that way, or
No.
is it something that just came along later in life?
It was partially both things. So, essentially, I was born with retinopathy prematurity because I was a 27-week premature newborn. So essentially, yeah. So because of that, I developed retinopathy prematurity, essentially guaranteeing retinal detachment in both eyes. no matter what we did. So my left retina detached when I was 5, my right retina detached when I was 14. The right one we fixed, and then it just, like, it was like a constant, like every month I had a surgery to fix it, then it would mess up, then fix and mess up. By the end of it, it was like, did a corrective surgery. 1 week later, I slammed my eye onto a bar stool. So like the bar stool was upside down, so the legs were in the air, and I slammed my eye on one of those. That shit hurt. And that was when I was 15. And so now, you know, it was about 6 years later almost. Okay. Alright, I'm teleporting back to town, and then I'm going to do the flag. Or banner, or whatever. But anyway. And so, the thing is, like, for me, I've always been a gamer, right? I've been a gamer since I was 2 years old, only with, you know, with only, like, you know, with like one eye working for most of my life. And then when I went blind at 15, I didn't let it stop me. The first game I learned to play after going blind was Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Then I learned Diablo, then Mortal Kombat, and now I'm mostly meaning Diablo 3 and Mortal Kombat because I am the first blind Master Prestige in Call of Duty Zombies, on Black Ops 4 at least.
What are you playing? 11?
11? Yeah.
11?
Yeah.
I can't believe how much content it has.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous. Well, like, they just patched in the 3rd variations for everyone.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, that's generally it. Like, I played Diablo before I went blind, and then I played after, and I'm like, you know, I guess I'll play it. No big deal.
Don't teleport to me yet.
I wasn't planning on it. I'm just chilling.
Okay, now.
What you say?
Pap, you can teleport now.
Okay. So essentially, I'm gonna explain more how I play. So, with parties, it's a little trickier because it's like, because we have, you know, multiple people. So essentially, the best way for it to happen, for it to work, would be, of course, you know, once my character's on par, you know, not dying as easily. Essentially how it works is like, you know, we're running through a rift or whatever we're doing. It's just simple, like, hey, go up or down, left or right, you know.
I'll teach you the trick to bypass permanent death.
I know there's an amulet that does it. I know there's, of course, the passives that can cheat death.
It's not an item in game. It's
Nothing stops the crusade.
But there you will have a passive that does it.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
For the Crusader, I don't remember. I'll have to look at it. I don't remember what it is. But essentially, so, like I said though, so in terms of party orientation, of course, one thing that I found useful is apparently, from what I remember, you guys can see when buffs that for example I activate as a Crusader or Barbarian or whatever, you guys can see when those go live and when they dissipate, so that way it can be, hey, put the buff back up or whatever, you know what I mean, or different shit like that. Or the other thing that's pretty, the one thing that I was doing my seasonal Crusader, my friend and I, when we were running regular rifts on Expert or Master or something, just for leveling. And one thing we would do is we would coordinate each other's shit. So I'd group everything together, do it using different skills to group everything, and he'd do the damage. Which honestly wasn't that bad of a tactic, to be honest. Because Crusader's some strong grouping shit. But essentially, the most ridiculous. Yeah, I know. I know it's the most powerful. Oh, dude, it's crazy. See, the thing with me is this: I don't go. I mean, I understand most powerful is the best, but for me, you know, the way for me, the way I like to play, I like to balance my class, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I like damage. Yes, I like killing things, but I still want to be, you know, supporting any party members I have, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to Cause like if you over specialize everyone DPS, then it's like you're fucked, right? Cause then you don't have support shit going up. You don't have like buffs and nerfs and everything going up. And so for me, what I try and do is I make an effort to try and keep my class balanced. So like I might sacrifice, you know, let's say for the Crusaders laws, for example, one of the laws passively gives everyone else and myself 8% attack speed increase, and then when I activate it, it does 15%. But typically, what I'll do is I'll sacrifice that for, I think it's like 400 and something all resist, just 400 all resist, which doesn't, which
Yeah, no doubt.
yeah,
That's a great thing to use,
yeah.
especially in game. Come on, we'll run to the next blue layer. I want to see how well you can actually move.
Well, I'm gonna
I won't talk.
better turn the game back up because I had turned it down so I could talk to you.
What? You mean on your headset?
No, the actual in-game like volume slider. That's what I turned down.
I normally just turn it to chat audio and just use my TV.
Yeah.
For sound. But I'm
Not
sure
yet.
you need the game sound through your headset.
Oh yeah.
We're doing all right. I'm just thinking with you guys in case something pops up.
Right.
You can just teleport to me.
Yeah, that's easy. That's by far the easiest way to navigate. Oh yeah, absolutely. See, that's generally how it happens is when it's stuff like this where it's like running through a lot of different acts or like levels or whatever, then that's what I do is just teleport and it works better. But like for example, if we're doing like a rift, that isn't a huge deal, right? Because yeah, it's just a rift.
You're probably going to get bored because, I mean, you can have this every you won't really be doing anything.
True. That's alright.
And I won't go straight into Torment 16.
Right. So yeah, I don't mind. I'm here to learn shit, figure it out.
Stay at the entrance, Pat. Stop worrying about loot, damn it. Stay back. You die, it's on you.
He just drops dead.
Keep spitting tornadoes out in case anything.
I'm returning to town.
Right.
What's up with your health? I won't. Really, it wasn't worth coming here for just for 15 things to kill.
Hmm.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the pool of reflection was worth it.
I mean, it's XP.
Yeah, it gives you like half a level. Me like maybe the 20th. Okay, back to town.
I'm returning to town.
Shit. You're gonna have to sit down.
That's alright.
I don't want you to over level because it'll make it impossible for you to get the cane set from the chest.
Hmm.
You know, which it has the 50% experience on it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with a lot of I'm not too familiar with a lot of the sets. I mean, I hear about them because I, watch build guides and shit. But I'm not too familiar with a lot of like the lesser used sets. It's like Kane or Sage. Like my seasonal Crusader, I have a Sage set. I think I have the full Sage set actually. Which, I mean, for what?
The Ring of Royal Grandeur.
Oh yeah.
It's a must for basically every build.
Oh yeah. That'll be fun.
Well, not every build necessarily, but depends
Yeah.
on the Act 1 bounty.
Right.
Each act has a specific legendary.
Right. Illusory roots.
Let's see, Act 2 is the average thing.
I'm sorry, but
Teleport
no.
to Cathedral level 2. The average increases your pickup radius by up to 20 stacks.
Right.
Which by itself is useless, but it's something you can get with gives you movement speed.
Right.
Do you know how to upload your data to PlayStation Plus?
Yeah, I know I do.
Basically like the cloud.
Yeah, I know.
After this bounty is finished, before you open the chest also, I need you to do that.
Alright.
Because if you don't get Kane's Blade, you can always reload your data and open it again.
Hmm.
Akarat
That's
favors
the
me.
best way to get the somewhere I have it as a power in my
Cube.
cube, yeah. I can wear 5 pieces of the weight set, which is the whirlwind, and 2 pieces of the sage set, which gives me double death breath, or 2 pieces of Immortal King, which makes my ancient stay active forever.
Not bad.
It just gives you a lot more possibilities.
Yeah. But yeah, so essentially that is honestly the hardest part I've found with playing Diablo is gear, because I can't see it. So the best way I've found to overcome that obstacle is utilize share play, right? So like, for example, because I did a lot of solo leveling, so it's like every like 5 different levels, I'd get someone and we'd do share play, and we'd go through all my gear real quick, and then get what's best at that level, and then we're done. Outside of doing share play, what we also did is when we didn't want to take the time to do that, what we did is just stream, right? So like my friend, they'd be in chat and they just glance at the stream whenever I pick something up and say, hey, you know, like if it looked like it was a possible upgrade, they would just say it. They would have me pull it up on my screen and they'd see it, of course. So like we didn't have to leave the game, because that's the problem with SharePlay. SharePlay, like, you have to do the suspend the application and all that shit. But you know.
Let's go to a party. No, wait. A party. That way we'll still be able to communicate while you upload your content.
Oh yeah, okay.
DJ in Discord, 1 minute, 40 minutes party. Invite players. Invite players. All friends. 48 online. Intro Souls Ultimate League Edition. Friends. Notifications. New super invitation. New. Party. Text speech and label beer. Free date. New friend. Friends. Party. Chat audio. Fireworks. Chat audio. Party. Intro Souls Ultimate League Edition. English.
There we go.
Will the text-to-speech option, will it tell you if you've got it or not?
What, to set anything? No.
How will you know?
So I won't. I just gotta get lucky. So right now I'm actually streaming on YouTube. I'm hoping somebody's in chat and can comment it, but if not, then I'll just have to take a guess.
Go ahead, start a share play.
Alright.